Hello again, everybody. It's the Reverend J. Goldstein, and welcome to another episode of Doodling with Reverend J. Today's episode, we're going to be drawing a rocket ship. Now, rocket ships are fun, they're fast, and they might be the future of humanity. So let's draw one. Today I'm going to be drawing a classic Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon style rocket ship. Now, they were cigar-shaped. So let's draw a cigar shape first. We're going to put the nose of the rocket ship here and draw a large curved line most of the way across the page. Next, what we're going to want to do is create a mirror or complementary line to complete the cigar shape. That's good enough. Next, you're going to want to connect these 2 points with a semicircle. I'll show you why later. To keep this spaceship stable, you're going to want to give it little rudders. That can be easily done by making a diagonal line and then a line that follows this way the spaceship is going. Do that on both sides. And then bring these rudders back in with curved lines. Now I'm doing this while I'm talking and from behind a camera, so it's not coming out as well as it ordinarily would. But you're getting the general idea, I hope. Next, let's place a little window up here in the nose cone so we know where the astronauts are and so that they can look out into space. I like to make the windows on a spaceship square, just like in an airplane. Next, we can kind of color in the nose cone a little bit. And put some little hash mark details right here on the rudders. I think that looks rather smart. Now we can decorate this any way you want. You could draw a bird of prey, or, I don't know, whatever symbol represents your country. For my country, it's a bird of prey. But because I can't really draw one that easily, I'm going to make it say USA. And a lot of rocket ship toys will have that kind of a marking. All that's left is the fire coming out of the rocket, or the exhaust. An easy way to do that is to make a large curved line from the top of the rocket that gets a little bit wider than the rocket, but that comes back and makes a point like that, or swoops up a little like that. It will make a point, because we're going to build off of that and finish a flame shape. Now some lines in the flame will give it some depth, as well as giving the appearance that the end is very bright. And there we are. It's not the best spaceship, but it is our spaceship. And that's all that's important. I hope you enjoyed drawing today, and if you did, please post a copy of what you've drawn. Send me a message or put a link down in the comments. Can you still do that on YouTube? Well, I guess we'll find out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, the share button, subscribe, and come back because next time we'll be drawing something else. It's Reverend J. Goldstein. Ta-da! Hello again, everybody. It's the Reverend J. Goldstein, and welcome to another episode of Doodling with Reverend J. Today's episode, we're going to be drawing a cartoon skull. A human cartoon skull, or a cartoon human skull, whichever you prefer. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to need is the skull shape. We'll start at the top here and make a big curved line around to the left. Not a full semicircle, just about that much. Now, we're going to make a line on the other side, just like it, or as much as we can. There we go. Now we've left a space here at the bottom, which we'll be using later. Next, we want to start drawing some of the facial features. We're going to want to make a nose, which we can start with by making the little number 11 right here in the center of the face. Then you can build the nose around that. A couple of diagonal lines going to either side that just kind of curve back into that original number 11. And we have a great nose. Next, the eyes. Now, I like to make sure that the eyes are a little bit flat on top. Give it a little bit of personality. And then make big sweeping curves under them, like that. Now don't worry if your eyes are a little bit uneven. You can fix that when we're coloring them in. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make the top part of the jaw by connecting this to this. And if you've noticed, these are now the cheekbones. And we're going to connect them by going down just a little bit from here and going straight across like that. Then we're going to create the bottom jaw by starting around the same place, but just coming down further before going across. Do it the same on both sides, and we're on our way. This guy seems to have a rather lantern-esque jaw. I wonder what your skull is looking like. Next, we're going to make the teeth. We can make them by starting in the center on top of this line with the two front teeth, and then just building out to the sides with little curved lines, like that. The bottom teeth are even easier because they're all basically the same size. And all you have to do is just make little circular kinds of shapes. We're ready to color in the eye sockets, which you should color in completely and fully like that to show that they are empty and hollow and no longer hiding a soul, as this is simply a skeleton. He's starting to look a little bit handsome, I would say. And don't worry if you've colored in one of the teeth over here like I have. It'll just look like one's missing. We can color in the nose too. And we're just about done. A cartoon skull. Not as difficult to draw as you might have thought. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, share it with somebody, subscribe to this channel. There'll be a lot more pictures drawn in the future. Until next time, it's Reverend J. Goldstein. Ta-da!